Hey, I think you're really going to get a kick out of this. I stumbled into an old video called "Where Did All That Money Go?" And it could not be more timely for today's environment. Check this out.
This is The Rare Advisor, proud to be a part of the Advisor Advancement Network and home of a business model supercharged by recurring and repeatable events. Your host is Mike Walters, CEO of USA Financial. He is an investment advisor representative of and securities are offered through USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, as they say, timing is everything. And recently, my laptop puked out on me. And I've got my IT team converting me over to a new machine. And as I'm doing the mop-up process, I stumbled into an old video that we created way back in 2010. It was called "Where Did All the Money Go?" And it really was about the volatility of the economy, the volatility of the stock market, the fact that buy and hold and passive investing can come back to bite you, but so can day trading. And you really need to take a risk-managed approach to your investing, at least in my personal opinion, and the way you handle your portfolio. And you need to marry that together with comprehensive financial planning so that people aren't living on the edge of their seat with all the ups and downs of the stock market on a daily basis. But this is really some jaw-dropping statistics coming up through 2010 that today resonate once again. I'll give you a little commentary as we're going through this, but I think you'll really get a kick out of the next couple of minutes of this old video that I share with you. So keep in mind, in almost 50 years, 500 banks failed. And then in 28 years, over 3,000 banks failed, leading up to the financial crisis. So the Dow in 1896 to 1972, so about 75 years to get to that first 1,000. And then it doubled and grew really quickly up until Black Monday. And then in Black Monday, we saw a drop of a little over 500 points. It's the largest percentage drop that we saw in history. And 500 points, however, keep that in mind today. 500 points, the Dow can swing 500 points multiple days in a year right now. And then here came that strong bull run in the 90s. Look at the Dow clicking through the thousands. Hit our peak at just under 12,000 prior to the dot-com bubble. We had almost a 38% drop from 2000 to 2002, so really short order. Then once the dot-com bubble was behind us, it was time for a bull run again. Look at how much bigger these numbers start getting. But it took 7 years to reclaim that trough in the market. That's how they come up with the idea of a lost decade. And just before the stock market, or the global financial crisis, I should say, we were hitting those all-time new highs again. Lost about 5 years worth of value in homes, and people were ending up with negative equity in their homes. And obviously, foreclosures and bankruptcies went through the roof. This is classic government, right? Kind of sums things up. And we've been talking about this issue with taxes for many decades now. and who really pays the freight. Even though some would want to lead you to believe otherwise. Keep in mind here, our national debt is over 30 trillion right now, so 3 times that number. Again, we're over 30 trillion right now. So almost a 54% drop during the financial crisis from 2007 to 2009. 18 months. Eliminated a decade. There's your lost decade. So passive investing, when you hear about the lost decade, that's what they're talking about. And obviously, we don't think market timing or day trading is the answer, but we don't also think that that buy and hold and passive investing is necessarily the answer. Sometimes it's smart to be invested. Sometimes it's not. And this talks a little bit about the importance of risk management, especially inside your portfolio design. But this, I love this statement. Check that out. Then I'm going to end on this in just a moment, but I want you to see these headlines. These are all headlines from prior to 2010. They look eerily similar to the headlines we've got rolling around out there today. So there's where I'll end. But again, it's a good reminder for all the volatility, everything that's going on today. We've been through it before. It comes down to understanding when the patients are sick, that's when they need to hear most from the doctor, from you, the financial advisor. Make sure you're taking a comprehensive financial planning approach to people. Don't just work off of products and performance. It's all about philosophy, and it's really all about the design of the plan. Plan first, invest second, as we like to say, and make sure that you're at least considering the importance of risk management. So, hey, have fun with some of those old stats and facts that were in there. I hope it's a good reminder for you. I hope it brings into perspective all that we're dealing with today.
This information is for licensed financial professionals only and is not intended for use in soliciting sales from the public. The views expressed represent the opinions of the presenter or their featured guest, not necessarily those of USA Financial or its affiliated subsidiaries. Industry references are generic and not intended to represent actions or beliefs of any individual or entity. Content is only presented to illustrate general principles, beliefs, or ideas and should not be construed as legal or regulatory advice. Trademark and copyright protected. USA Financial and Affiliates.